Hello, it's Nikki. I'm a personal brand coach. I'm an actor, a writer, a speaker, a podcaster, mum of two. I'm here for the personal brand chat. Okay, I want to talk about fear today because I don't get it. Not. Of course I get fearful. Of course. And do you know what? Sometimes I get it more than ever. Like, I look back to when I was a kid and I was a performer. Like, I wasn't a showbiz kid, but I probably would have been if I had a pushy mother. My mum was really supportive, as was my dad, but they certainly weren't a showbiz family by any means. So going back to the point, I guess, is now sometimes when I'm doing something, I can get really scared. I can get really timid, and I can build something up in my head and almost make myself believe that I can't do it, which is not true. And it's not true for me, and it's not true for you. And so, with that in mind, I've got a question for you today, which is, how can you support the scared version, the fearful version, whatever your word is in there, version of you? How can you do that? And it's one of those moments of preparing yourself for the next step and really thinking about what that is going to look like and how you can step into that right now. For example, when we were kids, we would have that ritual, which I think a lot of kids had in the 80s and 90s, of like hair washing being on a Sunday night. And you might like have a roast dinner and then you'd wash your hair. You might sit in front of the fire if you had one. You might watch You've Been Framed, but you would have that sense of getting ready for school, of preparing for the week. So by doing those steps, the week ahead, even if it was full of some chunky stuff, you would sort of feel like you were in control of it. And this is sort of the same when we're making uncomfortable moves in terms of our business, in terms of our brand, and really thinking about what we want and making sure that we're moving closer to it. So my exercise for you today is for you to just jot down some ideas or let them kind of churn around if you go out for a walk or you're on the bus or doing the dishes, whatever you're doing. And think about how you can support that version, that fearful version of you. And this may be at the beginning, so before you embark on something, think about how you can do that. But also think about when you're in the thick of it. So especially if we're trying to like change a habit, or we're feeling like that up level, like, oh, okay, I'm going to the next level, or it all feels a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know how to do that. One thing that might be useful is for you to keep tracking your success and really noticing every step and feeling it and enjoying it, every step that you're moving closer. So bizarrely, I did this when I was pregnant with my daughter. I had quite a lot of anxiety in that pregnancy, and I would play kind of tricks with myself, I guess, in terms of moving the days forward. And I, of course, like wanted to enjoy my pregnancy, but there were just times where it was really hot, it was boiling in London, and I was really excited not to be pregnant and to be able to meet my baby. So I would do weird things, like I would do what percent of the way am I there, or I would write out every single appointment that I had and like made a purposeful moment of ticking it off. So I want you to think about your version of that and making sure that you're really acknowledging the process that you're making. So if you're trying to break into something, for example, really take the time to go, wow, I did that, and it has moved me closer to where I want to be. Because quite often, I'm going to say it is the journey, isn't it? It's the J word. It's enjoying that journey and seeing what you're doing, what you're capable of, and really feeling and seeing that stretchy bit. So if you've been watching this and you're like, yep, I know it's time, and actually maybe I've been trying lots of things and it's just not working, or it's not going quick enough, or I get really good momentum and then I stop because I don't know what to do, or I just kind of lose my way a little bit and I need some support. Fine, no worries. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So feel free to go over to my contact page and book a free 15-minute session with me. We can have a chat. I'm not a hard salesperson. I'm not going to try and sign you up for something that you don't need. But what I will do is I will listen to you and understand where you're coming from and where your gaps are and what's going on for you, and hopefully have some solutions going forward. All right, think about it today. Support that fearful version of yourself. And you know what? This is the annoying thing. The fear is probably not going to go away. You are going to get better at managing it, because you'll be able to recognize and oh, that's what it is. It's popping up to say hello again. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't move forward. You will feel all the feels, but I really encourage you to move forward anyway. All right, thank you so much for watching, for listening, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.